Hello everybody, welcome back to Star Traders Frontiers. I was looking through our mission log. We sadly failed our mission last time, but we'll do better this time, I promise. Getting back in the swing of things. I've been looking through our mission log here and picked one. It's only one jump away, is Spine mission, which is our role. So we'll get on this. Zet Fane believes Princess Aten Char bombed the Highwind herself to hide something. Either the Orbital's research or her brilliant chief scientist Aldo Bastiel, who they're claiming is dead, but we're going to find is alive, I virtually guarantee it. Spying at the wreck. Our best hope to find a thread of Zet's conspiracy is over at Shay's Landing, where the Highwind orbital was destroyed. We must spy in orbit until we find some clue we can follow. So let's set the waypoint. Right. Make sure. Okay, we're getting fuel. I don't think there was anything we could really do here. We could go over and explore that if we wanted to. Really. There's some over here as well. Wasn't this the place where? This is the place where we have. How do we remember where I stashed that stuff? I think it was in the last area. Oh well, let's just get going. Treated crew for radiation sickness. I don't think they make a big deal, enough deal out of these events. I feel like it should be like an FTL type pop-up where you can react to them. Obviously it would be too much for the random events, but the only thing we're really getting here are these, you know, we run into a ship. How do we do it? Oh, we retreat. We lost one reputation. Whatever. My reputation's already sunk. We'll gain it. We'll gain it back later. But yeah, I mean, obviously we wouldn't want pop-ups for all of these, but occasionally it seems like it would make sense to have some sort of story-based pop-up where we react to it rather than just running into a ship and reacting to the ship either liking us or not liking us. Okay, we've got plenty of fuel to get over there, so let's just finish this off. Okay, a zealot. Arc scanner contact. They're hostile. They're preparing to attack. However, we may be able to pay a bribe. We can pay a bribe of 800. Wait, what's happened? We bribed shipped. We reduced the tensions and helped reduce the enemy's hostility. So now we can... Wait, fuck off. I'm gonna fight these guys. Fuck you. The bribe just made them suspicious of us, but we would still have to retreat, which means they would God, we're gonna get wrecked, aren't we? We're gonna still try to escape while firing at them, right? I think it seems like a good plan. Treat wounded. Fast getaway. We'll do the fast getaway and in turn. Fleeing captain. That both ships withdrew from battle range. Draw. So do we not lose? Oh fuck, we did. Okay, then that was pointless. I should have just hit retreat. We're still learning. It seems like going a non-fighting path really puts you at a really strong disadvantage, which is... Ooh, we were really close on that fuel. Which is kind of really sad. Losing morale, no fuel, no waypoint set. I mean, we're fine. We're here. So why are you losing morale? Chill out, dudes. We're down a crew somehow. Yeah, here we go. We got a good price finally. What do we have here? Electronic components. Permit restricted. Okay, interesting. We need a crew. Where was the sniper? Oh right, we had a special thing for that. And here we're supposed to, let me level up our dudes here. Keep going into spy since he's our only spy, so we need to make him powerful. And apparently you can't kill off these officers. That's good to know. Oh wait. We were doing quartermaster and engineer, but since spy is sort of similar to this, let's go back to quartermaster. We can retrain talent. Reliable hand. Increases your payment for every step in a mission by 10%. Buff ship. Meh. Speaking as a leader, but also as a member of the crew, the quartermaster knows what to say. The mutiny ends the morale of the entire crew. That seems like it'll be useful. We haven't reached that state, but I quickly see us going down that path, if I'm completely honest. Hey, look, one of our losers leveled up. That's a first. Requires rank 5. When passing the spice plate in the hall, affable talk uncovers a new rumor. When blockading a system, re-roll a card. I don't think we're going to be doing much blockading. Automatically passes a failed ship's off test. Yeah, that's sort of our thing, right? Oh wait, there was someone on the bottom there. Is this our new guy? Our new swordsman. This wasn't that great. When making initiative roll in crew combat, buff yourself with +3 initiative. That seems pretty cool. We're not going to read through all these. We'll learn them over time, what the best way to go is, without sitting here looking at them non-stop. So we're supposed to go to orbit and spy. Should we do this first? Let's do this first. See what we have here. Explore. The wilderness has been stripped barren and cannot be explored until it recovers. I don't really know what that means. Claim cargo, deposit cargo. Wait, my cargo? Oh, right, because I couldn't buy that stuff. So why do we have these icons here? Seek treasure hunters. Sustained expeditions by a group of dedicated explorers have picked the Quishrod tropics clean of resources or new discoveries. The wilderness has been stripped of all its valuable resources and cannot be explored unless there's an active exploration mission. If exploring for a mission, all good and rare... Okay. So that little thing wasn't really what I suspected. So we can remove one of these. Let's just remove one of these. Why not? So we get success more quickly. Okay. And then place a risk card with an Intel Records reward card. Extra fuel and time. 20 to 40. That seems worse. There we go. Come on. Yeah! 22% success. Our spying action has yielded results, and we have taken another step forward in completing our assigned mission. Click on the mission button to continue. That was not very exciting. Okay.
The records are very clear about one thing, Captain. There was absolute chaos after the explosion at the Highwind.
Bedlam.
No one had any idea what had happened. Ships of all sizes rushed to help.
So if 810 Char did this herself, she did it in cold blood. No one knew, and she let it be a true disaster.
That would be ice cold. It would speak volumes of how dangerous Char can be.
What else did we find? The official records state there were no survivors. Not a single one. Lucky for us, the Maklumune didn't clean up as well as they thought.
We discovered an outdated routing satellite hanging in orbit. It's not even plugged into their comms net anymore.
But it's still recording all surface-bound traffic. We jammed it pretty hard and tricked it into broadcasting the records for the day of the bombing.
It matches the official record when it comes to Valencia's arrival and her departure minutes before the explosion.
But the old satellite has one routing record that is missing from the official records for the day. This is where it gets interesting, I imagine.
The satellite recorded a merchant ship, the Mercurial, which intercepted an escape pod from the Highwind with 7 survivors. All were badly wounded, and the Mercurial was granted immediate clearance to land. Upon landing, the survivors were rushed to a hospital called the
Yuldru Medical Enclave. It would take someone high up in the government, military, or intelligence corps to make so many records disappear like that.
Every other official record, including the starport, admits the Mercurial's landing.
It's the first real clue. It's the first real clue we have. What am I doing? What is wrong with me? Perhaps Zet's theories aren't as crazy as they sound. For now, we will stay in orbit. Recast our spine net to learn anything we can about the medical enclave. So, yay! We lost 6 rep with Clan Moklume, but 2 with Callaghan Fane. And he gained some influence. I don't know how, but it happened. So we can still do this, which is unfortunate because I used up all my cards. But 20% is not good enough for me. Shit. So our crew kind of got fucked up a bit there. Hang on. Wait, I don't quite get how this works. So I can just keep clicking these? Or no, they're not changing. Okay. Come on. Fuck off. Fuck off! We don't have any cargo. Empty cargo hold. The enemy crew scoured our cargo hold but found nothing to loot. Yeah. Then we gained experience. So that actually ended up working out for us. Ah, here we go. This one will work for sure. Oh my god. Fuck you! Alright, here we go. We should at least... God! Come on! Okay. We made some money. Come on. 29%. That's pretty good odds. Thank you. Alright. There we go. I don't think you're going to like our findings this time, Captain. Just as long as the trail hasn't gone cold. Careful what you wish for. The Aldru Medical Enclave is a Gestalt Technologist medical facility. So, since the Guild War, the Gestalt Technologists have been at the cutting edge of everything medical. Vat-grown limbs, augmetic? Isn't it augmatic? Implants, the works. Of course, any badly wounded survivors would have been the best chance on the care of the Gestalt. Which is why it is surprising all 6 of them died. I thought there were 6. There were, but only 6 bodies were taken by military transport to a naval morgue the next day. The records of the transport weren't purged.
Nothing in the morgue report confirms that the 6 dead are from the Highwind, but the timing lines up. We were able to snag admission transcripts on the day. 4 men and 3 women were admitted. 3 and 3 went to the morgue the next day.
So that thing is not crazy. How did she know?
The 7th could be the chief scientist Aldo Bastiel. He is either still in the Aldru medical ward or has disappeared out their back door. We've picked up everything we can from orbit, Captain.
If we want to learn more, we're going to have to put boots on the surface or track down the Mercurial. Good work, everyone. I have to decide our next step. Either way, we need to get closer. We're going to have to get our hands dirty.
Our mission now has 2 distinct options. We must either track down the Mercurial or risk trying to infiltrate the Aldru Medical Enclave. What do we know about the Gestalt at the Aldru? What else can we guess about the Mercurial and its captain? Conspiracies aren't patient beasts. We need to get moving. What else can we guess about the Mercurial and its captain? The Mercurial is a merchant vessel that rushed to the aid of the Highwind. They must have picked up an escape pod or a hermetic chamber that survived the destruction. It's unlikely that the captain has any loyalty to Aiton's secrets. She just happened to be there at the wrong time. What do we know about the Gestalt at the Aldru? The Gestalt technologists are a secretive medical tradition. They trace their start back to the Guild War.
Everyone knows the story of the siege of Raipak 4. It's been 500 years and we all still remember the Guild War stories. The fighting on Raipak lasted a decade and was some of the heaviest in the war. Back then, the Gestalt were just a fresh unit of frontline combat medics. Those long years of the siege changed them, transformed them into a tight-knit order of healers and heroes. The techniques they employed during Raipak put them in high demand across the entire war. VATS, augmetics... they really mean augmetics. I've never heard that term before. Maybe I have, I don't know. They were on the very bleeding edge. Do you remember the story of the Templars owing them a great debt for the lives they saved? For the Zendu lineages preserved in the battle at Cytok's Pillars. We all know the stories, but that was a long time ago. But now, for one reason or another, it seems the 2 Gestalt here at the Aldru are plotting with Aiton. Only 2? It is not an unusual number. Gestalt like to spread out in their enclaves. From what we've learned, the two working at the Aldru are Yane Dalzheimer and Jasmink Drof. Finding out any details about a Gestalt is next to impossible. They've both been at the Aldru for a long time. Decades. We need to tread carefully, Captain. Many rich and powerful people must visit the Aldru yearly to benefit from the Gestalt's exclusive techniques. They may have more allies than we can see on the surface. We need to get moving. We got paid 13.9k. Who's paying us this, by the way? I guess Callaghan Fane. But how are they knowing that we're finishing this up? What is this? We still have... Oh, okay, I thought we were done with this. The seventh survivor has disappeared into a sprawling Gestalt technologist facility named the Aldru Medical Enclave. Only 6 bodies were transported to the naval morgue. We must positively identify the missing man and try to discover his fate. Any attempt to track the missing man on the surface may lead to violence if the local authorities discover us. We can infiltrate the Enclave. The clan Moklume authorities jealously guard and protect the Gestalt facility. If we are able to slip past security with a small team, we could quickly find out what we need to know on the inside. System weak point. We already found cracks in the clan Moklume security that led us to the Gestalt facility. We can attempt to further abuse old or outdated security protocols to identify the seventh man. Intimidate staff. Even in a secretive Gestalt facility, there are grunt faction citizens working the shifts, moving patients and carrying out the dead. We could find a staffer who is on duty the night of the high one and make them talk to identify the seventh man. We have no saving talent on any of these, but we have a high electronic skill, and we're not really high in the other areas. Plus, this sounds generally safer, so we'll go with the system weak point.
Quickly now, we've got to get clear out of here.
We have everything we need. We've got what we came for, maybe a little more. Let's go. Security's closing in. Then it is confirmed. Aldo Bastiel was the seventh man. I mean, we knew that. He was the highest ranking man on the escape shuttle that the Mercurial picked up.
He came in with bad trauma to his right arm and charred to a crisp, burns across his entire body, but he survived, where the others all died.
Or were murdered.
It seems possible that they were removed from the equation in a calculated fashion.
What happened next is impossible to say exactly.
But one of the Gestalt, Jasmink Drof, oversaw his silent transfer from the facility.
He was moved somewhere else, somewhere secret. Jasmink Drof. We've gathered all the intel we can. We need to return to Zet Fane and share what we found. Boom, boom, bang! We did it. We passed the test. We got paid, and we're continuing onwards. These guys probably don't like me very much. They're hostile to us now. We should probably get going. I'll see myself out, fellas. Where is a non-clan Moklume? What is their tag? Like, is it that grayish one? Because we could be in trouble. Okay, here's some place we can go. I think the rest are all clan Moklume, so we need to go here. And hopefully we can get some gas and shit. Otherwise we could be in pretty big trouble. Oh no, if it's clan Moklume, we're gonna have to fight them. It's suspicious but now hostile. There's Zinrin. We can surrender and be reported. Our mission cargo will be inspected. Okay. We will suffer minor reputation. They already hate us, so we'll just do this. We don't have any cargo. Oh, we lost it with the Zinrin. Shit. What is the deal with, like, I can't fly around? That's really annoying. I don't really want to be fighting all these people. But it looks like I'm going to have to start going more in that direction, unfortunately. It wasn't really how I wanted to play this, but we're not really being given the opportunity there. Alright, morale is high. That's good. We need one crew. We're still missing a crew. I was hoping we could get some new kind of crew members, but... Oh wait, we're going back home, aren't we? So why don't I just hold off on that? Who the hell, where the bell? Is the... Fuck, I always look on the right. It's on the left, so we've got a few people, actually. Our pistolier, that's good. We really need to level up our fighters, because none of our officers are really fighters. We don't really know... I mean... We have swordsman for close range, so I want something that's a bit more range, right? Or give him more initiative. More initiative is always good. This seems like a safe bet for me for these early levels ups. So this guy was what? Where does it say? A pilot. Okay. So our rank 5s are down here. That's why I always scroll down. Precision planning and twitch reflexes and hyperwarp. That seems useful. We hyperwarp quite a bit, so getting a little better at that is going to always be useful. I always go for the ones that are going to be useful more often rather than sort of a specialty. But we have a big crew, so maybe when more people level up, I'll go more down the other route. We're not going to blockade. When passing new rumor, no. Passes Feld, yeah. We don't really need these rumors or anything. I'm sure they're useful, but I don't think I'm smart enough to make proper use of them. Alright, we don't really have anything to sell or anything like that. So let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go back to... which one is this? This one? I believe? No, not the survey tour. Delayed settlement. Wait, Zet. We must share the startling details. Yeah, there we go. We want to get back there because I think we have contacts and stuff that will be able to give us better crew member and all that. We're passing these danger 8 things without a problem, it seems like. These trade lanes are packed, busy with ships. Okay, sure. We'll have to watch our fuel to see if we can make it all the way down there. I'm pretty sure we can, but if not, I can just bail out for these other places. So I don't know if it's like worth stopping at these places. Okay, we made contact with the pirate, unfortunately. They're hostile but now suspicious. Surrender to looting any cargo we were carrying. We're not carrying any cargo, so let's just do this. It's kind of useful just to not have any cargo. We'll make a pit stop here. We're getting pretty low. I don't really know what this bar means, but it's kind of scary. Plus, these people like us, so we'll just repair up, get morale high, pay wages. We still need a crew member, but we'll still hold off on that for now. Any good cargo we can buy? Carbonite crystals. We sold those for 4,000 last time, I'm pretty sure. So that seems to be a pretty good return on our money. I don't think we can buy anymore. It's weird how no matter what cargo we buy, it always fills up. That's interesting. But let's finish this mission. What the fuck? They're gonna fight me like we can our cargo hold will be searched, which we don't. Oh, we do have, but we don't have anything dangerous. Alright, so this looks like it'll be useful. They're not going to take anything from me. Alright, let's quickly land and finish off. See, we got the Calgon Fane, so maybe we can get some good crew instead of a cheap crew. We must share the startling details that we have gathered with our sponsors at Fane. We can have a quiet meeting. Considering the nature of our business at the palace, we will do best with a quiet meeting that is kept mostly out of sight. Seems like we have equal skills either way, so it's just but we have a saving talent here. Our aloof and commanding air will keep questions from arising about our business at the palace, and we can complete the affair without drawing much notice. Since we have the saving talent, I'm going to go this route because otherwise they're equal. I don't really like one bone to pick here, and I kind of get, like, it's not really a bone to pick because I get why it's done, but like from a story perspective, I would rather go with a quiet meeting, right? But if we look at this, these are equal stats, and this one just has a saving talent, this one doesn't. So why would I ever choose this one over this one? It doesn't. I'm not quite sure if there's like a difficulty to these that I don't see, or if it's purely based off of like is this one 50% harder than this one, then I would choose this one, right? But they don't really tell us that, so I don't really know if there's any reason to ever choose this one over this one when the stats are the same and this one has a saving talent. Otherwise you would just choose the one that always has the most, right? So I don't really know, and it doesn't, maybe it tells you, but it doesn't seem like it does. But maybe there's a skill later that tells us the difficulty of these. I don't know. But we'll just go with this one for the reasons I said. And that's it, is the entire tale. Now, do us the favor of telling us how you knew about Aldo. That was no guess. You are correct. I had inside intel. The good detective work you've done has helped to verify my source. So you've cultivated a traitor within Char's inner orbit? No, I have no one that close to Eitan. Not for lack of trying, mind you. The closest source I had within her court went dark a month before the bombing. I don't expect to hear from her again. From him. Then who is your source? He contacted me after the bombing. He only identified himself by a code name, Elder. He was vague and obtuse, but I was able to figure out what he was getting at. Aldo Bastiel was alive. I wasn't sure he could be trusted. You fixed that for me. We have to tell your brother. Does Elder know where they have taken Aldo? Can we reveal these secrets to help Valencia's case? We don't really care. I mean, you know, we're do-gooders to a certain extent, but at the same time, we're more concerned with uncovering the big picture than helping Valencia in theory, right? So this is what we care more about. Aldo knows where the scientist has been hidden. I am certain of it. Now that we know he isn't lying, it's worth a try. It still may be a trap laid by A10, and I am sure Elder probably wants something in return. We need to meet with him. If he is willing to divulge the location of the secret facility where Aldo has been hidden, he can name his price. I'll spend my time trying to help Valencia, not chasing your schemes. I don't like where this is headed. Why are you so interested in tracking down Aldo Bastiel? Tell us more and we might be willing to meet with Elder. Why are you so interested? Captain, knowledge is power. I don't believe A10 Char is lying when she says Aldo is the most brilliant mind in a generation, and I wager that he is no longer just working for her. Now, she is holding him captive. He'd be more dangerous than ever, slave to whatever whims A10 has. Not to mention that his experience are now safely hidden away from prying eyes and in the strictures of Sherloon law. I want to liberate him, bring him over to our side. She wants to do this, she doesn't care about this. The Fang cohort needs that knowledge, that power. It is hard to believe that Zet wants to set him free. She's purposely keeping this entire affair under the wing. She wants to capture Char's shadow scientist, but not because she wants to bring him out of the shadows. Yeah, thanks. I knew that. But, you know, we don't necessarily... We still want to hunt him down, but we don't necessarily have to return him to her, right? Tell us more and we might be willing to meet with Elder. You're thinking big, Captain. This may be the best thing you can do to help the Fang cohort. We are much bigger than just Valencia. Millions of people rely on us for their prosperity. You will need to return to the Highwind system and get in contact with Elder from orbit. Oh, that's not good. They don't like us there. Zet Thane has added an offer for a story mission to the court's mission list. We can accept it. We might have to do some other missions before we do that, because I feel like we're going to be attacked quite a bit there. So we have a lot of rep with this dude. We want to get some better things going on. We can climb the hierarchy. We can meet connected and allied contacts. We don't need a pardon. We can get a death warrant, which we don't really want. Court missions. What does this do again? Rank benefits. Each graded rank adds +2 bonus to contract price. Any military pistol recruited from contacts gain +1 bonus level. So this seems pretty useful. How many do I actually... I don't remember how this works. Rep cost 4, E-rep min, influence min. Eesh. We can get some better trade permits. Let's look at the trade actually. What's the... That's an F. Sure. We still can't... I don't think we have anywhere close to enough... Well, we have 95,000 credits. Alright, let's hold off for all this now. We'll do some looking at upgrades and stuff next time, and figure out what to do. I'll go ahead and do all this. See you guys then. Bye.